One of the biggest questions that parents ask me all the time is, how do I fight less with my teenager? It feels like there's always something to fight about. Well, in this video clip with Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo, she breaks down a concrete technique that you can use to stop fights before they even begin.
Sit down as a family and talk about what are the house rules. One of the house rules is that one of our house rules is the girls. I have two daughters. I have a senior and a sophomore in high school, and I want their rooms to be semi-clean. What does that mean? Well, I clearly define it, because otherwise what my definition of pretty clean is and their definition completely different. So we have defined in our family, no non-furniture on the floor. Okay, so that means clothes or whatever. That's the definition. And in order to get their phone in the morning, because my senior now keeps her phone, but they used to not have their phones in their rooms at night. The room had to be clean, and if not, they don't get their phone. But the key is, one, as a family, come up with what the rules are. So let your child be part of that and give some input. Two, in that conversation, have a discussion about what the consequences are. Have your child be part of that. It's incredible when we allow our children to be part of these conversations. I mean, sometimes the consequences that they give are much harsher than I ever would give. But we come to an agreement and then stick to those consequences. And I know, I mean, especially like sending my kids to school without a phone. I mean, my day we didn't have phones, so it wasn't a big deal. But now it's like, oh my gosh, my kid doesn't have a phone. It happened once, only once. And because of that, it was, it wasn't a punishment. It was more the way that we frame it is, you get rewarded for doing your chores, for taking care of your responsibilities. Because we know from psychology, when we reward positive behavior, it actually helps continue that behavior more than if we punish negative behavior. So you post it as the reward, and if they don't engage in what they need to, they don't get the reward. It's just like if most adults, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Like that's the consequence of that. So you just have that consequence, and then you stay out of the red zone when they are in the red zone, if they have the consequence. I need my phone. Well, it is too bad you don't get your phone today. I sure hope that tomorrow you will do whatever it is you're going to do so that you can have your phone, or whatever that consequence is. The more weekends parents can stay out of the red zone and let them, if they're going to be emotional, be respectful. And we can talk about that too, but let them, it's not fair. Well, and the best thing is if you have an actual contract. I highly recommend you have a written contract where everyone has signed it. Here's their contract. You signed it, and just remain objective, as opposed to getting sucked into their energies.
If you liked this video with Dr. E about the red zone, then you're gonna wanna check out our training video where we go super deep on this topic, and you can get a lot more information that can help you, your family, and your teenager. Should be on the screen somewhere. Check it out.